This next story was really good. I watch Drink Champs every now and then, depends on who's on there, and of course Kanye went on there, so I had to watch it. That interview broke the internet. Kanye is always gonna be one of my favorite artists of all time. His catalog's always gonna be unmatched. His versatility to me is always gonna be unmatched. I just love Kanye West. You know, he's another one of those people. I just love Kanye West. I remember the first time I ever heard Kanye West. His album had just came out. My older brother had got it. And I listened to that album. And I was like, wow. He is amazing. Then I had one dude in my class. Because I was still in elementary. I was what? 5th grade when that came out. And dude in my class was rapping Spaceships. So I was like, dang, he on the Kanye wave too. So I had to go back and run back that Spaceship because I'm like, he know this word for word. It made me want to go learn the word for word. And again, to me, Kanye just that man. Yeah, to me, he's had misses in his career. But again, he always tries to push boundaries and try something new, which I can always respect because when he hits in that different boundary, it's out of here. It's out of here. Kanye is definitely that man. And his production to me is always A1. Always. You can never take that away from him. But when he went on Drink Champs, he talked about a lot of interesting things. And again, the interview broke the internet, in my opinion, because it was like a must-see. And he dropped some gems in it. Like, if you haven't seen that, you need to go watch that interview now. Like, right now. Not tomorrow. Like, right now. But
like an hour, I'm like, I'll take a little bit more here, do this here, blah, blah. And after this, it took all the life out of this man as a black barber, as a African American, as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew, see, I'm telling y'all what it is, right? Mom was born into a drinking fountain. They told her what fountain she could drink out of.
Okay.
Now we born into a vote. They literally call it the black vote.
Yeah.
And by the way, we blood of Christ. We blood of Moses. We're not just a color in a crayon box. And if we knew that, who we really were, we'd treat each other differently. We'd treat ourselves differently. So when you say, I'm black and I'm proud, like, but of what? What concept are we understanding? They say, go see the African History Museum. Why do they start when the boats came? Why don't they start with the drums?
When we was kings.
Oh, they don't want it, but we are kings. Mm-hmm. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery. It has to deal with the Bible. It has to deal with us being disobedient to God.
Right.
And that's why we farm land that isn't our own.
Kanye is spitting. He is spitting. He's spitting. I'm not here to give anybody any religious breakdowns or anything, but what he's saying, you know, you go follow some of them religious texts. The chosen people. Don't cancel me. I don't even know how y'all be reading, but I'm just saying, Kanye spitting right here. What he's saying is, black people are the God's children. We're the chosen people, and what you don't know about yourself is what's causing some of the self-destruction within our community, because people don't know themselves. They don't know themselves. They don't know Moors was something that was given to black people who navigated water. Black people circumvented this globe. Go look at the Olmec statues in Mexico. Why do they have black features? Why did the definition of words change throughout time to, you know, switch up who we are? We've been changed. If you go look back at census, what we've been called have been changed so many times that we just get settled on one thing. And as the more we got integrated into a public education system that told us one thing inside of a system that we would have to succeed in there, it's easy to manipulate what you need to know. over time through integration, you can switch up a lot of things. Like I saw a video of public schooling back in the day when was a black teacher, and he had the kids all say I'm African Americans, and slavery happened. Slavery definitely happened, but to the extent of which slavery happened versus the extent of how many people were already here on land because of previous travel, the building and the construction of different things that have been shown. There have been things inside public record publications that now get redacted. That's the thing that you have to worry about with the internet. Some people will try to hide information because you can change things from the past. You can. It ain't like it's not the hardest thing to do. That's why having hard copies of things from actual years they were released is beneficial. Because reprints and things like that can distort or change or omit. See, that's the key thing with a lot of history books and stuff like that. They omit. It's not like they don't want to talk about it or it didn't happen. They just omit things. If we don't talk about it or we don't expose this, ain't that it didn't happen. You just don't have to learn that in your history for you to have it in your mental. So get to me, Kanye, he's hitting some things. We're gonna go ahead and continue this.
Record labels, the NBA, Hollywood. These boys be scared. They be sitting there. Michael B. Jordan be telling my cousin, like, man, I want to do what Ye do, but I'm just, I'm right here. Or, like Kevin Hart be like, man, I like that. I'm envious of what Dave Chappelle could do. And then they sitting it at us. Me to him. Say this. Tech, blah, blah. He said this. He said that. It's like, boy, there will be blood. It has to be some type of respect, a male perspective, a God perspective, and some type of community leadership. And I'm the leader. And that's what I told
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I told Lauryn about.
All right, before you get in that, he's saying the celebrities are afraid to actually speak up and say things because they know the way the bag is. What Kanye was trying to accomplish when he went on Sway was big because he said, I have this dream of going from here to here because I belong here. He went and put in work. He went from a negative owing money, what he owed like 50 mil, something like that, to being worth $9 billion right now. And he said he put himself into debt to get to where he is. And he also had his wife who helped in a moment. I can't discredit Kim. She was there. She got to get her credit. I give her credit. But to me, Kanye's a visionary. He's seeing things in the future. He said he wasn't the strongest reader, but he knows how to retain and learn information. And again, when you get to certain circles, you're more privy to information in certain groups. You just are. Not everybody's running out to tell the sheep the truth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's running to tell sheep the truth. That hasn't been a priority in a long time. A long time. So let's get back to the video.
For everybody, I'm the leader. Let's look at it. Let's open up this Bible. Your grandmother like, you need Jesus.
Yeah, you need Jesus.
That's what you need. Yeah.
My favorite song, by the way.
Because praise God. Yeah. Because all of this that we doing, it ain't adding up to nothing. Now God is pointing at me and said, this man worth $9 billion.
Jesus.
This man, and that's pretty good for a black man. Since I was the black. First of all, I said that before. We got to take the black version off of it, because I'm running circles around, all the other. You know what we're gonna do?
Guys.
Yeah.
All others.
No, that black or white. But what we're gonna do? Moses. In order for Moses to be Moses, he had the ability to be able to take down anybody else. That's my thing. If I'm a rap on a song, if I'm gonna do a beat, if we talk about money, whatever we talking about, I'm going to be the Moses of the situation, because that's what God anointed me, that skill set to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby not finna come out today, because we are inside. Us as 12 tribes of Judah, as a member of the Hebrew people, we are still inside of our genocide. 50% of all black deaths a year is abortion.
Speaking on abortion. I've always had that take. For other people, they could be pro-choice. I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do in your life because I believe in the principle of free will for the most part. As long as you're not harming others. I mean, your life is your decisions. What makes you happy? I'm not a pro-abortion guy. I'm more pro-life. But because of my, I'm a libertarian. So I believe in free will. I believe in safety nets for people, but I also believe in your decision making. What you do out here on the equal playing field is up to you. But there should be safety nets. So when it comes to abortion, I'm for, like, if that's your decision, I don't really agree with it, but I'm not here to tell you no. Because I believe in your right to, you choose what's best for your life. I'm not here to run your life. I'm not here to judge your life. But I believe we should have more safety nets for people who are pregnant and having children. I believe in being pro-America first, and I believe in being pro-America first. We have to grow our population. We have parts of land that we can actually build on top of inside the Midwest. There's plenty of people with plenty of acres of land. It's not like we don't have the space. We don't have the infrastructure. We do. We should build upon those things to make America stronger. And as for us inside the black community, we need to be on those principles as well. We need to learn how to have group building, group thought, group think in positive ways. That's more of a group decision. It's not. Now, you could have a leader, somebody who galvanizes the truth, but it needs to be a leadership board where everybody has votes and can come together and say, these are our issues we need to tackle. This is what we're going to accomplish for the year. We need a black union. And I feel like Kanye is kind of trying to get to that thing, that thought process of togetherness. Like, we need each other to succeed. Like, there's always something that finds a way to separate us, especially when we gain power. And people will play into those separations of the people with the power, with the voice, with the control, versus, them getting together to build on something. You need teams. You can't do everything by yourself. You need people around you. Kanye is definitely spitting right now, so we're going to get back into this.
And Black deaths a year is abortion. Wow. And Plan B was created by Margaret Sanger with the KKK for black population control.
He is spitting. Eugenics. Part of the history of America. The Nazis said they would love to accomplish what the American government and the Eugenics Society of America at the time. They want to accomplish what they did to people, to the indigenous people. Which, if you go look up the term American in the original Webster Dictionary, this is where we get our words from now, the definition of things. An American were people indigenous to the land of America of copper-colored skin. If you ever look at copper, it goes from different shades of brown and bronzish type colors. You know what I'm saying? So who would be those people who represent those copper-colored tones? Go pick up. That's what I'm saying. You need to go research a lot of things. And when you hear things, you need to go research the things those people saying. Actually do deep dives on your research sometimes. Like, it's easy to hear a little bit of knowledge, but it's harder to go put the work in. And you have to put in work to learn more about yourselves. Like, the fact that we do get taught just from slavery to here is really messed up. Mansa Musa was literally the richest man to ever walk the earth. But we get taught that we just started off boats. The richest man ever. And we have Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, and their wealth don't compare to what Mansa Musa had back then. Why don't we learn about those figures? I'm just saying, man. American history is wicked. The way we learned it is wicked. The way we learn about ourselves is wicked. Just wicked. You know what I'm saying? It's just very, very wicked.
Wow. You're getting deep right now, yeah.
This is what I cried about during the election. Those tears is gonna be gospel someday. And what am I doing? I know the guy from Texas got a lot of backlash for changing the laws. I'm not in a position, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is providing a plan A, an opportunity where you can bring your children. If you feel like you can't take care of them, you ain't got a place to take them, you don't have a support system, we got a place that's gonna have, I'm like, you thought that I wasn't gonna try to get killed in this interview? Dr. Sebi's diet, based off Dr. Sebi's diet, saving not only black children, but all God's children, giving an opportunity of a utopia, because the reason why we ain't get our 40 acres and a mule is we have 40 acres, we have more people. We have more people and we have leadership with the leaders not strategically taken out of the community in the 80s and the drugs and guns put into it. And then the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? The 808. The 808 exists in the lowest chakra of your body. The majority of content that's related to the 808 is killer or sexual content. The original 808s was even off pitch. So that meant it's an actual sound in the track that you don't realize is there that is fucking up your entire frequency. And now, today, every time I hear a car come out, it's 808. But if you think about African music and hip hop and what we was breakdance to, it was light.
The percussion.
It was upbeat. It was the drums. Now it's like, and all of this is a bigger, and it's like, man, you know, at this point, it's like they should have killed me when I said George Bush don't care about black people. I ain't got nothing to say. You know,
That moment right there, I was a kid watching that live on TV, and I was like, wow. He just really said, as a kid, I was like, wow, he just really said that. I don't know if you guys ever watched like documentaries around Hurricane Katrina, but the way that black people were treated versus other people, it's sad. It's sad that it always has to be, you know, when it comes to systems of that's supposed to be there for everybody, we always get the short end of it. And anytime it's a bill that's supposed to be for black people, they turn it to minorities. And then they water us down with the minority group shit. Happens every time. That's why I'm not a minority. I mean, yeah, my group of people are minorities, but don't include me with all minorities. I don't want something for everybody. I want something for black people. I want people who's from here, from the mud. You know what I'm saying? Because history has been bullshit. The way we get taught about ourselves has been bullshit. It has, in a lot of ways. Let's get back to this.
SNL making my wife say I divorced him on TV because they just wanted to get that bar off, and I ain't never even seen the papers. We not even divorced.
Wow.
So how we, because that ain't no joke to me. My kids want their parents to stay together. Right. I want us to be together. But
I want y'all to be together too.
If you look at the media, that's not what they promoting. Right. That's not what they want. They want it to be a new wedding, a new episode, a new TV show. And then they have people all around in my wife's ear like a kibbutz. We need Christian kibbutz. We can have communities. Be as close.
Kibbutz?
Kibbutz, like Jewish people have this type of circular community.
Like a community center?
No, it's like where they live and where we need to live, where the grandparents can take care of the kids. It's better to have a grandparent taking care of the kids than a nanny taking kids hired love.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That we move as a community. And as a community, we will not fail. There's communities that didn't go into slavery, like I think it's in Masada.
He was, again, man, if you ever watch that interview, because I'm definitely gonna watch it again. Like he was spitting. But if you haven't watched that interview, I don't know what you've been doing. I don't. People love calling Kanye crazy because he says things that's out of the normal construct. We don't get taught things like that. We don't. Why is that? Why they don't teach about all those tribal wars and some of those leaders from them, a lot of them wars we lost, or we just get taught history. So funny. They don't teach about the Olmecs. Why they look like us. Big lips. Wide noses. Why they don't teach us about them? I'm always curious. But then again, it's like I can't be curious. But also in that interview, Kanye said he owed Beans some money because Beans is the one who came up with the name Yeezus. And he went out there on stage and told him what Kanye hit him up and told him. We right here on Twitter.
What they say, man? What they say? What they say? What did he say? What he say? Let's go.
He said, "See, I owe you 50 million and 5% stock in Yeezy." And I don't know if niggas know, Yeezy's at 1.7 billion. That nigga got a $50 million check for a nigga. A world nigga. Hold on. I gotta ask a question. Is South Philly in this motherfucker?
Yeah. Y'all hear that? That boy Kanye said he got $50 million check and 5% stock for him. If he come through with that, Beans. Talk about coming up. Talking about coming up. You created a nickname and that nickname's gonna make you bread. That's a come up. That is for all the nicknames people make in the hood, they better hope one of their homies come back and say, "Hey, look, I made it, bro. Here you go." You the one who called me street sweeper first. You the one who did that. Take this 5%. And this 40 ounce. Cause that's all they about to get y'all ass. 5% of $20. And a 40 ounce. Man. It's your boy DJTheParkBoy. And I'm here with a special product for you. I got some Delta 8 weed from JK Distro, and I'm saying it's amazing. It's clean, smokable, and the best part is they deliver it right to your door. Because of the 2018 Farm Bill, it's now legal for them to have Delta 8 weed sent through the mail. That's right. And if you use promo code FLOSS1, you can get some clean, smokable weed sent to your door. Direct. You have options. You go right there to jkdistro.com. You look at all the strands they have, which is a lot. You can even get you some edibles. You can get you some wine. Anything in between you can think of. You put in promo code FLOSS1, you're going to save you 20%. So go ahead, hop on that now. Make sure it's in the description.